for your presentation on Planet Stream and what we've done with Captivate and Articulate Storyline. So now this is the turn to John. He's going to present ABTutor.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon. I was going to do this to a presentation, but I've changed my mind. Now I can get the software up. It's a bit more interactive for people to look through and cat. We use this basically to monitor students who come into the LRC who are due to do their DPL, and it allows us to control what the student does with the computer to a certain extent. There's some DPL sessions, it's the LRC staff who are responsible for monitoring student behaviour and making sure they do get on with their work. So this is the view of ABTutor that we can have. Now in the top right, where my cursor is, you can change your view to a list or to screen, so that you can see a grid of what the students are looking at. So we do have a couple of students on in the LRC at the moment. This allows you to perform certain tasks. You can have a chat with the students. So at the top of the screen you'll see a number of icons. You've got connect in the top, very top left. So when you set up a group, you would select that group and click on connect to connect to that group so you can see what the students are doing. Double clicking on a screen, or if you're in list view on a student's name, will bring up what they're actually viewing and what they're actually doing, so you can have a look. There is a bit of a lag, there always is, but you can get a general idea of the task the student is participating. So you have other options, so you can have a chat with the student, send them a quick message, make sure they are getting on with their work and checking their progress. As well as shutting down or forcefully logging off a student if you have problems. The main area which is of great use to us, which has just been discovered recently, are the policies. So on the left hand side of the screen in the bottom block you will see this, it's called policies. Now, at the moment I have 3 policies under there: block internet, block Netflix and block YouTube. But we can use this for other things. However, if you are going to set up a policy, and I'll very quickly show this, so we get a list of possible policies you can set up. The most popular one I use is block websites. With this policy, you can set this up quickly. You can set up a policy to block specific web addresses or URLs. I always set this up for a specified time and change minutes to days, so that I can check the box underneath where it says or remove when user logs off. If you don't do that, the policy will stay on that computer. So when the next user logs on, they will be banned from accessing that website. It doesn't stay with the user, it stays with the actual station. You can select a button to add to the top. So we'll do that, we'll pick a nice icon. Next. And this is where you'll enter your web addresses. So you can block access to all sites, or block access to all sites except for what's in here, or block access to all sites with the type in here. So allow access to all, start again. You can allow access to all sites apart from what's in here, or block access to all sites apart from what you type in here. So we'll allow access to all sites, but we will add YouTube. And then you will click on finish. All you have to do to apply that policy now is to click on the station and click your button. That will apply that policy. So we've applied that policy there to that student. Very quickly. If you want to apply the policy to the group as a whole, you'll click on your group on the left hand side on the top block, and then click on the button again. That would apply the policy across all the stations in that group. Now there is a problem ABTutor openly admit and that is if you use this policy, Google will still allow them to access the website. So Google Chrome will not be blocked. The way we get around this is we right click on Google Chrome and apply a temporary block to Chrome, apply the policy, and then when you try and get on the site through Edge or Explorer, it's blocked, and Google Chrome is blocked permanently until that user logs off. Very quickly, there are other policies that we use. The locked computer policy we use in case a student pulls out the network cable. So we can go through that quickly. So I'll do that one permanently, very quickly. So this is the message that I have when that appears on the computer when the student removes the network cable. As soon as they put the network cable back, it will automatically allow them access to the computer again. So it's just a way that a student can possibly get around the control of ABTutor is by removing the network cable. Obviously that then restricts their internet access, but we do like to see if they are getting on with their work or not. Very quickly, you can use this software also to shut down your computers as a whole, maybe at the end of the evening. So you can just simply select your group, click on shut down, and it will give a countdown of say 30 seconds or a minute, which will shut down the computer, say at 5 o'clock at night. Gives the students a warning that they've got a minute to save their work, and so on. If you want to remove a policy, they will appear in a list on the side here, and you can remove them on bulk, or you can delete your policies. You delete the policy, your icon at the top disappears. I believe that's everything. Oh, there's one other thing you can use that's worth using, and that is a screenshot. So you can take a screenshot of what the student is looking at to evidence it for later, so that you can see what they're actually doing. If you need to provide evidence of what a student viewed, you can also take video image as well. The one problem with the video is you have to set a duration of time for that video, and the video doesn't save correctly until that time's up. But that's ABTutor in a very quick nutshell, because I am running over. So,
Yeah, that's fine, John. That's fine. Thank you for your in-depth look at ABTutor. Myself, I quite like the functionality of sharing my screen to all the LRC's computers.
yes.
So with that product, with ABTutor, you can share the presentation, you can share your session with the whole lot of your students or the whole lot of the LRC. So when you are deploying your training or deploying something important and you want that message to be passed on without any disturbance of, or I'll check my emails or I'll do something different, with ABTutor, they are just restricted to just see your page. And I love that functionality of ABTutor.
I had more to say, but I've spotted that it's like 21 minutes past. So.
Yeah, I think we'll cut it short here. Thank you for the people that probably dip in and dip out.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're still around listening to us or probably watching us incognito. I've got no idea. But anyway, this video will be uploaded and shared across throughout the period of the digital spring. So I will share the link with all the different partners, and hopefully you'll have any questions you can type in or send me an email directly. As I said, my name is Ismail Dabo, and at East Riding College, just look for myself, give me a call or send me an email, and I will be answering your questions with, obviously, John. Thank you, John, for your presentation. And Danny, thank you, Danny, for your part of the presentation. And this was our take of blended learning and directed private learning with East Riding College. Thank you. See you. Bye.